Welcome to this module. In this module, we are going to take a closer look at the electrical parameters of the solar panel, and we are going to look at the classification of the solar panel based on the voltage. The voltage is the driving force that pushes the current or the potential difference that exists between the positive and the negative terminal of the solar panel. And there has been some confusion in the solar industry, even with professionals. So we want to get this information across to you so that you understand how to classify the solar panel based on the voltage. Basically, we have two types of solar panels when we are talking about the solar panel voltage. We have been hearing some people say this solar is a 48 volt, a 50 volt solar panel, a 36 volt solar panel, a 45, or as the case may be. No, we don't have a 50 volt solar panel. That is the open circuit voltage of that solar panel, as we will make you understand in the course of this training. So when you look at any solar panel, basically we have two types of solar panel when we are considering the voltage of a solar panel. We have a 12 volt solar panel and we have a 24 volt solar panel. We don't have a 48 volt solar panel, but we have a 48 volt system. We will get to understand this as we progress. Why do we say that we have two types of solar panels when we are considering the voltage of a solar panel? Basically, before now, we have systems that are 12 volts. We have a 12 volt system, we have a 24 volt system, we have a 36 volt system, we have a 48 volt system, we have a 96 volt system. We get to understand this as we progress in this training. Why do we say that we have a 12 volt system? If you take a closer look at this picture before you, you will see this solar panel here, and you see this charge controller before you. If you take a closer look at this other picture that I have projected here, you see this inverter and you see this battery. Then the question is, why do we say that we have a 12 volt system or a 12 volt solar panel and a 24 volt solar panel? We don't have a 48 volt solar panel or a 50 volt solar panel. All those ratings that you are seeing, there are open circuit voltage of the solar panel. If we are classifying the solar panel, we have either a 12 volt solar panel and we equally have a 24 volt solar panel. The issue is, if you look at this system is a 12 volt solar inverter and this is a 12 volt solar battery and this is a 12 volt charge controller. In this scenario, you certainly need a 12 volt solar panel to charge this battery and equally to work with this inverter that you are having here. The issue is, when you are talking about your solar panel, we have cells. You can look at this. This is a solar cell. And you know that each solar panel is composed of photovoltaic cells. These are the different cells of this particular 12 volts solar panel. And we have 36. If you count these cells here, you will notice that there are 36 in number, and each of the solar cell here is 0.5 volts or 0.45 volts. And if you connect this in series, you will certainly have a voltage of between 15, 17, or 21 volt, depending on the intensity of the sun. So because we need to charge a 12 volt system, you certainly need a 12 volt solar panel to use for the purpose of charging this uh, 12 volt battery, and to work with a 12 volt inverter, and equally to work with a 12 volt charge controller. If you are using a 24 volt solar panel, it will blast this charge controller, because it's not a 12 volts, or it's not a 12 volt solar panel you are using with it. So we will destroy this solar charge controller. Equally, it will destroy this particular uh, inverter that you are having here, and it will equally destroy this battery. So in that case, you need a 12 volt solar panel to be used during your configuration, for the purpose of combining it with these uh, components that are 12 volts as they are rated by the manufacturers. So we have a solar panel that is 12 volts for the purpose of charging 12 volts solar component, so that it will not destroy it. And we equally need a 24 volt panel to charge solar components that are equally 24 volts as rated by the manufacturers. That is the reason we are having a 12 volt and a 24 volt solar panel. Every other panel that you are seeing, or the voltage rating you are seeing on the nameplate of the solar panel, are open circuit voltage. There are open circuit voltage. We are going to consider that in the course of this training. We proceed.